Come on, give us a chew. Come on. Yes. No. I love the chalky little eyeliner that they have above their eyes. This waterbuck looks a little bit skittish. Maybe it has seen Tingana. I suspect the wildebeest would be a little bit more upset than they are behind us. Maybe he's just seen the wildebeest. She has just seen the wildebeest. You know how you can tell it's a female, Brian?
I do know how.
By the eyeshadow.
Yes.
Yes.
And the shape of the fur.
The shape of the fur and the eyeshadow, exactly. Yes, males have slightly less eyeshadow on, and well, the fur is a little more scraggly. We are, of course, talking rubbish, everybody. The males have got horns. This one has no horns. Just show us that it has no horns, Brian, just above its head there. Yeah, there you see. No horns at all. Well done. Heart-shaped nose. I think it's just watching the wildebeest. Right, good, marvellous, excellent. Carry on. Here we go. I nearly said a goat. An impala is having a fleece. No, probably only a sheep.
The cold impala looks fleecy.
It does look fleecy. And of course, these are the goats of the bush, everyone. This is like a wild goat. It is a browser and grazer. I'm not sure that it eats cardboard, though, or plastic. Roger, one of the main reasons, of course, that these animals are so successful is that they do not have a favorite food group. Roger wanted to know about their favorite food group. They eat whatever is available. As long as they have water, they can eat browse or graze with equal success. They can eat marula fruits, and they do eat marula fruits, and various other things. They will sometimes suck a few bones, and they maintain their health because they do not have to eat graze or browse exclusively. So whatever's available, their favorite food will be whatever's available at whatever particular time of year it might be. Now that young male, of course, is also 1 year old. Right, Stefan Winterboer has got something else I think he wishes to show you. Heading into the west, we are on the Elephant Plains boundary, so there's Elephant Plains buffalo. Again, we've got a lot to look in there, so just be quiet about it. But it's a small breeding herd of buffalo and doing what we've been seeing the buffalo doing, and mercifully not doing what I said they weren't doing, and that is eating grass. You can see they're eating leaves from combretum trees full of tannins and things. So the buffalo, of course, do not have the digestive systems to really cope with excessive amount of tannin, and so they're not looking quite as healthy as the wildebeestens. Are they, Brian?
No.
No, they are not.
Not at all.
Now, there is some sort of sighting going on in Arathusa, everybody, but I cannot figure out what it is yet. So it's quite an interesting thing. So we're on the radio. I can hear the Game Drive channel sort of sometimes, and it's a little bit like as a human being, when you've got a smell, you can smell something, and so you head towards it. Because you can't really accurately predict where it is, it's a bit of hit and miss. So we're trying to sort of drive closer to where the sound is coming from, and hopefully we'll figure out what sighting it is and where it is. It could easily be on Elephant Plains. But in the meantime, we're managing to find quite a lot of good plains game. We've seen wildebeestens, we've seen zebras and impalas. We did see some kudu, but they ran off. And now a breeding herd of browsing buffalo. There's many bees, Brian.
Many.
Brian, a breeding herd of browsing buffaloes.
Wonderful.
Yes. They're a very obvious cow. Now, I'm not sure what kind of a skull Steph showed you. I know it was a buffalo. I'm not sure if it was male or female. But the female buffalo skull, not nearly as thick around the front as the males, and that's because the females, a bit like human beings, they tend to fight less. They don't butt heads. They sort out their differences with conversation, Brian. Hello, Junkie. You want to know how thick a human skull is? Well, I haven't ever dissected a human skull, but, Junkie, as far as I'm aware, a human skull is about 3 millimeters thick. 3 to 5 millimeters thick, and it'll vary throughout its, depending on which part of the skull you're on. But interestingly, the front of the skull and the back of the skull, I suppose, will thicken in males, or male human beings, that is, men, and also in those who bash their heads quite a lot. So you'll find a boxer or a martial artist or a rugby player or a gridiron footballer will, and probably sort of an ice hockey player, will certainly get thickening of the skull because of repeated bashing. And that happens also to buffalo, it happens to giraffe as well. So those who completely are often bashing their heads will get a thickened skull. I'm not